I can tell I'm gonna thoroughly enjoy this video because I am in my pajamas today. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, this is Demelza's Delights and this channel is 100% vegan and cruelty free. Join me today, I'm going to be trying out the newest jelly face masks from Lush. I've got 4 of their amazing colourful jelly masks. They have got 5 in the range, one of them is not vegan and that's just because it has honey in it. So that one I won't be showcasing to you today. I'm just going to show you the 4 jelly masks that are vegan and different ways of applying them and different ways of keeping them. It feels so fresh not to have any makeup on my face today to do this video. It's going to be very different. So let's get started. I'm going to show you all 4 of these face masks. Let's start first with FOMO. FOMO is, well, what I know it is to be is fear of missing out. That's quite a cool name. The reason I'm starting with this one first is because on the website they describe it as being a ruddy skin cleanser. So the ingredients in this face mask are calamine powder, kaolin, which is like a clay, talc and neroli oil. I really love neroli. Rose Absolute. That can definitely smell the rose. I assume this one's going to be really calming on my skin, hence why I'm using it first. So I actually have cut these masks into little pieces. The reason I cut these masks up is because instead of using my fingernails and digging into the pots, I wanted to make sure that I was taking out a little piece every single time. So not to transfer any dust or bacteria into the container, and then I can just use a small segment of the mask and use it like an individual serve, I guess. I found that quite easy to do. All I did was I just tipped the mask out onto a board, and if I couldn't get the mask out I would just use a cutting knife to pull the edge of the mask away from its container, and then I would put the mask out on a chopping board. I would chop it up into small pieces. I found that I could get about 9 segments out of the middle section and I sliced off either side. So in total most of my masks have about 11 uses. And I think that's really good value for money, like that's a lot of mask. All of the prices for these masks and all of the information as to where you can buy them will always be linked in the description box down below. So go and check that out and you can find these and buy them and try them for yourself. So let's try this mask out. I think this is actually where we test out this theory that I've cut them into pieces. Yep, I can get it out. So I'm just going to pull a small little sliver of the top section that I cut out. I'm going to use this bit today of this wobbly jelly mask. And apparently you're supposed to mix it in between your fingers until it becomes like a mushy face mask and then put it on your face. And I need to tie up my hair first. Just reading off the website, it says here, changes in weather or environment leave you red-faced, inflamed. Don't worry, don't miss out on great skin with this wobbly mask in your beauty essentials. Gentle calamine powder to help get rid of redness and irritation, and the soothing Rose Absolute and uplifting neroli will leave your skin really supple and even. So that's what we're hoping for with this mask. Let's try it out. It's quite like hard and squidgy. Oh yeah, it breaks down really easily. I should have put like a towel down or something. Oh, I'm gonna get this all over my floor. Oh, it's super easy to like squish down and turn into a paste. That didn't take me very long at all. Let's try it out. This is gonna be super messy. I should have put down a towel. Oh, I'm dropping it everywhere. I like the feel. It feels warm, like it doesn't feel cold. I'm used to having cold face masks on, but this one feels slightly warm. Probably I'm not going to touch that anymore. I'm going to go and wash my hands, let this dry down and come back soon. So it's been about 3 minutes. I can feel the mask is starting to dry, and you know how you get that tight feeling on your face and mask starts to crackle. That's how I'm feeling at the moment. It does say on the back, leave on for 5 to 10 minutes, then wash off with warm water or a cloth. So while I'm waiting for it to dry down a little bit more, I'm just going to show you what I'm going to wash it off with. These here are the ThinkWise chemical-free dry wipes. So I'm going to be using these ones here. They are quite big wipes. I've got some close-ups that I can show you. And the great thing about these is there is no chemicals in them. There's actually no moisture in them or anything like that. They are dry. So perfect for baby wipes, for taking off makeup, and you can also put them into a little wash bag like a laundry bag and wash them, dry them out and reuse them. So it's fantastic for the environment as well. You just add water to them. You could also, you know, add some of your makeup remover on them as well. The chemist where I work, we sell them and they're not that expensive. You get 50 large dry wipes in this box. I think we sell them for about $4.99 or $5.99, so they're super cheap if you can check in your local pharmacies. Just like a regular wipe, you can't flush them. Super cool, especially because you can reuse them. So I'm going to be using a little bit of water on one of these big dry wipes to take off my face mask, and I'll let you know the feeling as well of these dry wipes. So my application of this mask was pretty shoddy. I got it all down my neck and I managed to leave big jelly lumps on my face. But that's right, I think as we go further and further through this video, I'll get better and better. The scent of this face mask isn't too overpowering. I can obviously smell the rose. Yeah, it's not too strong where you get that sickly sweet rose smell. So if you're someone who's a bit sensitive to scents, then you'll still like this one. So far, so good. These dry wipes feel really nice. They do not feel too harsh or too exfoliating, they just feel like a standard baby wipe. And the mask is also coming off really easily. Oh, it feels so soft. This is nice. Yeah, the mask comes off really easily. A lot easier than some of the fresh face masks, if you love Cupcake. Or another one that really sticks on is the Catastrophe Cosmetic, which is another one for sensitive skin. But these come off so much easier. So I'm pretty impressed with these big dry wipes. I only needed to use one, and there's still like a clean side as well. If I was taking it off with regular size wipes, probably have to use like 2 or 3. So this is fantastic, and I'm just going to chuck that one in the wash. Yeah, reuse it again. So that's something that I'm going to swap out all of my other makeup wipes that I buy, use and throw away. I'm going to swap them out for this because this is obviously much better for the planet. The feeling afterwards, I'm just going to rub any excess into my face. My face feels super smooth. I can definitely feel the calming properties. Overall, I really like that mask. Okay, we're going to move on now to the Birth of Venus. This face mask here is a toning fresh seawater mask with soothing lavender and calming chamomile blue for perfectly balanced skin. So a great unisex mask. I would say that FOMO is also a great unisex mask. That was the pink one that I just used. I love the colour of this one. The blue, the sea blue, and it's almost got like a metallic shine to it on top as well. Very mermaid-esque. This face mask was the first one that I cut, so I got the quantities a bit wrong. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 pieces versus 11 pieces once I'd kind of worked out how I wanted to cut them up. So this one here is quite a big chunk, which is good, and I'm just going to again mush it between my fingers, apply it over my face and let you know the results. Ooh, I love this bit, squeezing it, squidging it in between my fingers. This one's a little bit harder, I must say, to break up. I'm really having to push with this one. This one I'm really having to push with it. It's a lot harder to break up than the FOMO one was. Maybe that's because I've got a bigger amount as well. If you're not into mess, then you can probably already tell maybe the jelly masks aren't for you. Alternatively, I guess you could always put it in like a container and break it up with a fork or a spoon and get it to a consistency you like. I'm dropping it everywhere. And then put it on with a face mask brush. Okay, I think I'm not really going to get it any more broken down. There are big lumps in it, but we're just going to go with it. It smells really, really fresh, just like the ocean. Leave your comments down below if you've already tried these face masks. Let me know where I'm going wrong. What your suggestions are and which one you like the best as well. Oh my goodness, it smells very nice. It almost smells a bit lemony. I wonder if there's any citrus in it. If I give you a close-up of how I've applied this mask, poorly is the answer, you can see I've got lots of little dots everywhere of the mask that hasn't been smudged together. enough before I put it on my face. I'm going to obviously leave this one to dry, come back and tell you what I think. As far as I can tell so far, the differences between FOMO and the Birth of Venus are obviously the colours, the essential oils that are used in them and their scents, but on the skin they feel very similar, so I can't really feel any textural difference between the two of them. I guess I'll have to wait and see after I take off this blue Birth of Venus face mask to see what it feels like afterwards. I would say that's because they both have the kaolin clay in them, so they are drying to that hard cracking stage. Again, it comes off super easy. I really like the way these masks remove themselves. I've just rubbed in all of the extra. I really like the feel of the FOMO better than this one, and I also like the scent of FOMO better than this one. There's like a warming sensation on my face now. It's not a bad thing, but it just doesn't feel as nice as the FOMO one did. We are now going to move on to the 1000 millihelens. This one here smells definitely like green tea. It's got that wonderful green texture to it. You can see I've already cut the face mask here as well. And it has got a little bit of metallic sheen to it as well. I assume this one is going to be a lot easier to break down because it is softer, and I've already put my fingers through it, you can see. Notes from the website about this face mask: it is detoxifying, it is brightening and cleansing, and it says you get bright, even skin. Ingredients are fresh apple juice, we've got witch hazel extract, green tea infusion, some Brazilian orange oil, so I think I'm really going to like the scent of this one, as well as neroli oil. I really like neroli oil. So this is an antioxidant rich mask. It says that it gently dissolves away dryness for a lifted, glowing complexion. So that's why I left this one second to last. Oh, again, it's really hard. I think I'm going to use a different technique this time. Let me just grab another little Lush pot with a teaspoon. I'm going to mix it up and see if I can mudge it into a pulp. I've always got a ton of these lying around, so I'm going to use this old Lush pot. It is the 93,000 miles shower jelly. So I'm going to pop my little sliver of face mask into the bottom of this. I'm going to use an e.l.f. foundation brush to apply this face mask, so I might just use the bottom of this to mudge it up and squish it around. This is going to take some time. Okay, so I've mudged it up as much as I think I can. I'm going to put, oh no, there's still big lumps in it, oh well. Put all of that on my face. And then use the other end to brush it on. I definitely like the feel of this mask the best, and I like the smell. Really nice calming green tea. Okay, I'm just going to try and get out as much as I can, layer it on, and I'll come back to you with the results really soon. Alright, what started out as a really nice scent with this mask is like really too powerful for me now, so I'm really aching to get this one off. I still think it is a really beautiful mask, but the smell for me is too overpowering, and the application of this one, you can see, was my worst yet. This one didn't dry and crack like the last two did. That for me is a positive, if anything. Yeah, it feels like I can still move my face even after 10 minutes, but the scent is just a bit too strong for me, so I'm going to start taking this one off now. I love how easily these jelly face masks come off. That is a huge pro for me. Sometimes you can get face masks that are just too harsh to take off and they leave your skin red, but these ones are super easy to take off, and I really like that. It's just like, you know, a couple of wipes and it's off. I knew this would happen. The one that I dislike the scent of the most has left my skin feeling the best. Wow, it just feels so smooth. Must be the antioxidants in that green tea 1000 millihelens face mask. It feels amazing on my skin. Okay, we're on to our fourth and final mask for today's demos. This one here I left till last because I really like the scent the best. Hopefully I like the mask just as much as the scent. It's called Just to Clarify. This one is a lot softer. You can see I put my nails through it when I was showing you the consistency of it. The ingredients in this one, again, you've got kaolin, you've got fresh orange juice, you've got fresh papaya juice. That's probably why I like the scent of this one the best. You've got bamboo stem extract, and that is supposed to help brighten your skin. And on the Lush website it says, "Are you ready to glow up? The vibrant jelly mask is full of papaya, orange and grapefruit juices to brighten your complexion with fruit enzymes. It'll break down dry skin and it'll polish away with ultra fine bamboo extract. This will leave your skin really glowing." So this is why I've left this one till last. And I haven't cut this one either because I wanted to see if I could use this pinching technique that they've written on the back. So I'm going to pinch some of this jelly mask out. It's a lot easier to work with than some of the other ones were. You can see how much I've used there. I've just grabbed a handful. Going back to our first technique, I'm going to smudge it in between my hands. Oh, I can immediately feel those bamboo extracts, so it is slightly exfoliating, and that one worked into a paste super easy, so I can already tell this is going to be my favourite one. Oh yeah, it is exfoliating. It's like tiny exfoliating beads. That's the bamboo stems. It doesn't feel harsh. Oh, this is definitely my favourite one. Definitely my favourite one. The scent in this one is not too overpowering. I really love the scent, but I would be more inclined to wash this one off with water. As I'm wiping my hands, I'm noticing that the little exfoliating beads are quite rough. So I definitely like the Just to Clarify Jelly Face Mask from Lush the best. This one here just smells delicious. I really like the way it went on. It had a really moussey consistency, so it made it super easy to apply. This one is another drying one, so it kind of feels like it's cracking as I move my mouth around. I do like that though in a face mask. I like to feel that it's kind of firm and tight and then wash it off. I'm going to start with one of these wipes, but I think I'm going to move to the bathroom. Yeah, it's quite sore actually to drag the mask across the face. I'm going to move to the bathroom, I'm going to wash it off, and I'll be back soon. Okay, that one was definitely the hardest to take off. I'm glad I did it over the basin with warm water because the little bamboo stems were very exfoliating, so as I was dragging it across the face it was, you know, rubbing into my skin, so with warm water splashing is the best way to take that one off. And saying that, my skin feels amazing. It feels really polished, and I'm surprised that there's not a lot of redness as well, because I was taking it off and thinking, oh, it's going to be quite red because I'm scrubbing it into my face, but no, I'm really happy with it. I'm now just going to put a little bit of this Berry Tonic Toner on from Oasis Beauty. Nice. I'm going to let that settle into my skin, and then I'll moisturise my skin as well. My final thoughts on the jelly face masks from Lush. I really like them. I think that they're super fun and innovative. I think if you have the time at night to do it, then you'll really enjoy it. If you're wanting a quick face mask that you just put on and wash off, then I would recommend using their fresh face masks, which you do keep in the fridge. The great thing about the jelly masks is they don't need to be kept in the fridge, so they are a bit more convenient. I'll tell you the order that I like them in best. So we're going to go Just to Clarify. That was the last one that I used with the papaya and orange. That's my favourite. Next I would have to say is the FOMO. That's the first face mask I tried, followed by the Birth of Venus, the blue face mask. And then 1000 millihelens was my least favourite. But in saying that, it did leave my skin feeling the best, and I think that's all of those lovely antioxidants that are packed into that face mask. All of the details for these face masks will be linked in the description box down below, including their prices and where you can get them from. And I do recommend that you try them out. I think that they're really fun. I would recommend trying them out in the bath probably, instead of like a setting like this. I've got extremely soft skin now, and that's great. It's going to last me probably for the rest of the week, hence doing 4 face masks in one day. The value for money is definitely in these face masks versus the fresh face masks, but they both have pros and cons. Seeing the way that I've used these ones and how I've chopped them up to keep them in their containers. For FOMO, I've still got a whole 10 face masks left, so that's how many pieces I've chopped it into. So I'm going to be having lovely glowing skin over the next couple of months with these face masks. Thanks for watching this video. I would love to hear your thoughts and opinions on all of the jelly face masks from Lush. If you've tried them, leave me a comment down below. If you haven't tried them, tell me which one you think would be the best suited to your skin and why. Remember to give this video a big thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe to my channel for more cruelty-free and vegan options. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye!